Okay, peoples. I'm actually an idiot, just so you know. The reason that didn't work, and it's pretty obvious really when you think about it, is that when I opened the 2 instances of ARK, and then I lazily just closed one and started the stream again, one of them was on low memory mode, whatever it is, low end mode, and the other one was on perfectly normal end mode. So while I was getting really fantastic graphics and a pretty okay frame rate, the streaming just wasn't there because of the processing, I guess. Which is, again, I think that's really strange, because I feel as though DirectX 10 had worse optimization for things like streaming and I mean, I'm no expert, clearly no expert on this subject, so we're just gonna have to roll with however that all works and stuff. I don't even know. But what I do know is that we're gonna probably get some more playtime out of it. I mean, I can't see what the frame rate's like at the moment, but I bet you I'll see in just a minute or less, because I'm seeing it load up now, and by the time I've actually loaded in, I'll have seen some mouse movement. In fact, I'm looking at mouse movement right now, and it's perfectly adequate. So, problem solved. Surprise, surprise. Hit me up in the chat if you want to join me in the Discord. I'm in the Discord already, and I've got a user limit of 2, so there's room for 1 more in the Discord. If you've got me on Facebook, you can hit me up on my messenger, or you can hit me up on Instagram if you've got me on Instagram. I know I haven't given out any links to my Facebook or my Instagram, but if you do your research, you can fucking figure it out. It's not that hard. All roads lead to enlightenment, and this road, while long, while arduous in parts, this will lead to a greater understanding of what this ARK is, who built this ARK, why have they built this ARK, what the fuck am I doing there, what is with that weird fucking diamond thing in my wrist, and why do they keep giving me more every time I die, why do I have all those weird skins, why did I get them from this crazy out-of-world experience here where I've purchased something that's very fucking abstract, the whole thing, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it, and we're gonna bust up some bosses, we're gonna do all that. But I think first things first, I was just thinking it over while I was rebooting the system. What would be a pretty smart move is actually maybe to relocate somewhere just for the purposes of mining, where there's actually some fucking metal nodes. So I think that's going to be the first order of the day. I'm not going to rock around in that little shallow collecting chunks of raw metal. I mean, I got 2 at a time, and I busted through enough rocks to make it a pain to walk back. I even had to I had to get rid of one or few, and I wasn't very happy about it. I still mourn the loss of those stone. In fact, I could be a real dick about it and run and grab them. I don't think that's really what I'm going to do. It's no. But I think I will go. What my favourite place to set up a mining area is, hang on, that doesn't look like just a normal rock, does it? Let's go over there. I'm not easily distracted, but I am pretty sure that if I just go up here and then take a small turn that way, there's some sort of weird structure. Or was it just trees, was it? Yeah, it was just trees. It was just these trees. Oh, I thought we had another explorer note for a second there. No. Oh, we've got much better. Good. So it really did come down to which. Oh, what? Okay, that's lucky. It's lucky that you followed me there and not out to my next crazy excursions location, because we're gonna go hunting for metal nodes. Shall I leave him here and go hunting for metal nodes, or shall I take him with me? He seems to get himself in trouble, you see. And then... yeah, he does. Okay, alright. We're gonna... no, I'm gonna take him up the top of the hill here. That's what I'm gonna do. He's too slow. He's too slow, and he's not helping anyone. He's no use in combat. He basically plays the role of, well, he's just a fridge. Let's face it, he's nothing more than a fridge. So, Dillos. I don't see a metal node over here, so this isn't really metal node territory. I have had a quick scout around the island, and looking back on my experiences there, I don't recall seeing any metal. Did that Dillo chase me? No. Okay, good. So I'm gonna, rather than fucking around, trying to find oh, hang on, what about up that cliff? We haven't really had a look up that cliff, have we? I mean, I did pop up there and get killed by the ants that one time. Pretty sure that's the sort of area that was. But we never really... I mean, I tried the Morrowind challenge to get up there, and that didn't succeed. I'm always funny about going up on these cliffs around, especially around like this sort of place. This is exactly the sort of area where you'll fall into a well if you're not careful. Yeah, look at that. Imagine falling down there. You just can't jump out of that. There's no ground. ARK is full of pitfalls like that. Now, do I see metal nodes? Is this a place where I can find metal nodes? So I don't want to go all the way over to the other island, but I do know that there's a respawning bunch of metal nodes at the Herbie Island. Oh, this is nice. This would be a good place in Survival of the Fittest to just camp out for the whole thing. No one would ever think to look under that rock. You're welcome. If you ever take home a win on Survival of the Fittest using that technique, and you get prize money, don't forget me. Eh? Well, you obviously didn't forget me because you used my bloody technique, so just, you know, share the love. Eh? Oh, that sounded like I scared a tappy off. Oh, no. It's not a tappy, it's just one of them. Okay, so I'm thinking we really are gonna have to relocate to find metal in the quantities that we need it. Is that another one of my bodies? It is. They last a while, don't they? I don't even recall. Well, that's rage quit for you. I'm pretty sure I don't need anything that he was carrying. If he even had anything on him. Would be an incident with the gorilla cows, no doubt. I wonder if that's shallow enough for a swan dive. I've got the bed just down there. Like, share, and subscribe for swan dives, right? Yeah. I probably would not have done that on an online server, but there you go. So that's something. Now I guess I'm just gonna have to risk it. If I'm gonna take the boat around, the chances of getting attacked are just crazy high, no matter what I do. So, Fiyomi, you're gonna have to come with me. Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know how to keep it safe. There's going to be a psycho attack, I can guarantee this. But, I mean, what are we going to do? We'll just load up the carry weight. We'll just jump off. And we'll just hope for the best. Let's do it. It's an adventure, guys. We'll go where the winds take us. And it's quite specifically somewhere that I have in mind. No. Yep, there we go. I mean, that's exactly what I meant to do. So, when we return, those floating leaves will no longer be floating. They will be on solid rocks once more. Now, keeping an eye out for underwater metal nodes as well, because I don't mind just parking up. If you spot one, you know, let me know in the chat. I'm watching the chat right now, so please don't feel like you'd be ignored if you mentioned something in the chat. And you know what, if you want, you can donate. I don't know how you do that, but if you want to tell me in the chat how to set that up, I will graciously accept donations. No, hey, you're very aggressive, Fiyomi. We're gonna need to talk about this. No. What is... Oh, you... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's make it neutral. We're gonna find ourselves in a lot less trouble, Fiyomi. Now that I know that you've been messing with me. So I don't want to go too far out. There's those jellies that we failed to get because of the raptors. Because if I go too far up, we'll get attacked by that fish. I know there's one out there. I'm sort of loath to even do these sorts of boat missions. These excursions away from general safety. I suppose there's nowhere that's really general safety at this point. It's an illusion. Safety is an illusion on the ARK. I wonder if I can find those raptors. So I'm gonna try and hug the shallows. I know, it's gutless. But, as I say, and as you may have seen, this boat took some time to make. And we didn't just whip it together. Although we did whip it together pretty good, actually. We did. But anyway, the point is, it didn't just come to us, and we can't just throw it away willy-nilly. And this is why I'm being extra cautious. So yes, we're going along route, circumnavigating here. Is that metal? No. I mean, really all it's going to take is if I find one stray metal node on the shoreline here. Before I get to the island. But I am going to make it to Herbie Island, I think. Because I'm not looking that hard. I really do think I'm going to probably make, by the time I get to Herbie Island, I'll probably have all of the jellies hunted too. I don't know. It's interesting. something that's interesting is that my boat is it's veering. It's got a bit of a veer on. Oh, look at that. That is a big ass fucking thing. I would fuck around and try to tame it, but I know that you can't permanently tame them, so they're only really useful when you're raiding a base, and I won't find that very useful at all. I think that this is where I used to come in my last playthrough to get my beavers. Oh, I am stranded. Don't get too stranded. Something about boats, not throwing boats away. There we go. So there we go. They've done something about the collision on the beaches. I wonder if... I'm pretty sure I've already driven my boat through a rock, so I'm pretty sure that it doesn't... It's not going to stop me from doing the crazy park inside a rock thing, although I have heard that there's some sort of time limit on... Oh, wow, you just... What is he up to? I don't want to really tangle with that. Not that I feel like it's going to do all that much damage. I don't know. I've never really tried to tangle with them, to be fair. I think that's an icky over there. Oh, wow! Look at that, he's actually caught a fish. It's way bigger than him. That is an icky. Now, I don't have the saddle or anything, so it's not super useful to tame. They're passive tames, but it's one of the few passive tames I've ever seen through to completion, is the icky tame. Because they actually keep coming back up to you, and it doesn't matter if you touch them. It's not... Oh, that isn't the same as a seal. That's a different kind of fish. It's like a trout or something. Very, very interesting. We're learning quite a lot on this little expedition. I feel like quite a proper explorer. Not really. Well, sort of. I mean, I've never seen one of those trout in the wild, and I've never seen a pelican pick up a fish that's easily 3 times its size. You know, if you discount the mass of the general feather, because there's no density there, you know. The volume of the feather, sorry, the mass. I talk like I don't know things, which is a ludicrous concept. Of course I know things. I've been places. I've circumnavigated the little island that I was on. You know, that's a big achievement. You can't downplay the early achievements of explorers just because they went on to achieve greater things. I'm sure someone said that once or something. I mean, if they didn't, I just said it, and it sounds pretty reasonable. I'd be pretty pissed off if someone downplayed my awesome circumnavigation attempt. Well, but attempt. Success. And we're still here. Oh no, there's that Sacco that I was worried about. Now, there are options here. I should not be attempting to pass the Sacco, but I am attempting to pass the Sacco, and I could potentially tame it. I think I have enough meat. It won't be a perfect tame or anything like that, but it would be a Sacco. Now, I know that they are a really good early mount, so maybe I should do a bit of checking on my engrams to see if I can But I feel as though if I fuck around too much there with the Sacco... Now let's get Fiyomi into a safe location. I think, if I'm going to be setting up a bunch of dinos, if I want to have a stockpile of breeding dinos or whatnot, I'm going to need... Oh... I'm drifting it. Is it because Fiyomi's stuck inside the crate there? Is that some sort of collision detection glitch? Someone can tell me in the chat. Maybe it's the currents. Maybe I'm getting caught in some sort of tidal system. Whatever the case, it's making navigating through the rocks a little bit more difficult than it normally would. Whoa, that's fine. That's probably good. This is a fantastic little... It's got auto rock evasion. Did you know? Now I've got a feeling I may, if I'm vigilant, and if I stay near the shoreline and don't get killed by a giant fish, I may come across a metal node over here. I think there's one or two. Wow, something wants this boat to go. Basically, this boat is the drift champion on the ARK. There's no doubt about it. Drift champion, drift king. Now I could just go in here. I know about this place because I watched a video by a chap. And I'm not going to go in there, but and this is where Slipgator built his base. I think on one of his seasons. Is what I'm saying. And I can't remember whether there was metal here or not. It doesn't look like there's certainly not enough, if there is any. That's a strange looking rock, and that's all it is. Okay. So now that we've proven that that's not worth hanging around, let's try and rearrange Fiyomi so that he's not so stuck on the raft. Because I'm telling you, Fiyomi, we can't have this. You got to play the game and stop me from stop making me strafe. There we go. We are no longer strafing, so that looks like Herbie Island off in the distance there. We're nearly there. It is a long journey, and yes, it's a little bit stereotypical for me to go there, but like I say, if I want to leave my dinosaurs hanging around, I've already had Fiyomi get into a lot of trouble just on his own. He just doesn't have the wherewithal to handle a simple confrontation with a seagull or a Daimo or anything really. He's just going to be sheltered, and that's why I'm taking him off to his own little island out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't just happen to go past some metal nodes, did I? No. Okay, we're fine. I actually feel like I probably won't pass a metal node until I get to the island. But that's fine too. This is all well and good. Fun fact, I can swim faster than this boat. Anyway. I don't want to complain about the speed of the boat because it's a lovely little tiki tour actually. And just because I'm limited to hugging the shoreline doesn't mean that I can't appreciate the views. And what views we've got here. If you look to your left, you see this stuff over there. It's fantastic. Really good. And if it was on good graphics mode, you'd even be able to make out what it was supposed to be. It would look great. So just use your imagination on that, and we're all gravy. Meantime, at least there's a decent frame rate, eh? Stop complaining. Maybe I should kill something. Sometimes you just feel like you have to stop the boat and kill a turtle. I know that that's a trap, that psychos will come out of the woodwork. That psycho back there, by the way, this will be part of his territory. They actually have very wide territorial regions. I've seen them patrolling. Oh, here we go. See, look at that. What did I say? What did I tell you? There we go. Just as predicted. So yeah, that's cool. Let's get over here. Let's attract him over here. Fiomi. Come on, Fiomi. Oh, Fiomi. Rip. Okay, we can't let you have gotten away with that, I'm afraid. So, I mean, I kind of expected that, and it's sort of a bit of a rip situation, but it's sort of one of the reasons that we're going to Herbie Island in the first place. So, now that we've seen how that goes down, let's quickly grab the trank arrows. Let's see if we can't... Is he still after me? Yeah, he is. Look at that. He's such a slowpoke. So, we probably will make... We'll probably make this. There we go. Now, did I also catch a Dilo or something? No, he just has a long range with his bite. Okay, that's fine. Oh! That's not a problem. Wrong arrow. That's not a problem. I just very quickly, super quickly, very effective. There we go. Here he comes. Oh, I see. He's got a new animation on his bite there. I haven't actually seen the new, because the Sarko got a big TLC upgrade. Oh yeah, look at him go with this little death roll. Just cute. I wonder how much of my stuff he broke. I'm actually reasonably unimpressed with that. Wow, he is actually a little bit bigger, I think, as well. Scary looking. It's very scary looking. I think I did actually get a Psycho on my Aberration playthrough, but I didn't feel like I got a good look at him. The Aberration, it had some serious performance issues. Oh, hey, you think you're gonna run away? Oh, you are gonna run away, and now you're gonna fucking go unconscious underwater, aren't you? Where's Fiomi? Where is this, guys? Oh, I can't carry that. So let's just leave it there for now. Oh, there he is. Is he coming back? Is he coming for a revenge? No. No. Okay, so he busted up my fireplace, but he didn't bust up anything else. He did kill Fiomi. And there's nothing I can do about that. These are the realities of boat life, unfortunately. Now, I don't need any more meat cooking. I don't really need any of the stuff Fiomi had on him, because I actually preemptively did that whole narco cook-off. I did sort of expect that he wouldn't survive the journey. Let's see what we can salvage, just in case there is something worth salvaging. We'll keep his saddle. Will we? No, none of this stuff's really worth having. Let's not disturb his corpse. Rest in peace, Fiomi. In fact, let's take a monument from whatever comes out of this crate. I'm sure that's going to be some sort of useless thing. We'll put a little monument here for him. There's no spawns to block. I'm not going to be all that upset about it if I do block some of these rocks from respawning. And Fiomi's been fantastic. He held on to that raw fish meat right from day one, or right from whatever day it was that we realised that we were on the wrong ARK and came back to this one. Oh, fantastic! Look at that. We got a campfire. Okay, there we go. We'll put a memorial water skin down. I mean, a memorial sleeping bag. We knew him well, alas. Oh wow, I hear rain. Rain that may threaten our internets or our power because of where I'm situated, so be aware. This stream could come to a grinding halt at any minute. Probably won't, but it could, and it may. And if it did, at least you've been warned a little bit. You have my word that I won't cry if that happens. Oh, Fiomi. I might cry a little bit about Fiomi, but only when I'm alone. You know, I don't want to do it in front of you guys. It's not appropriate. It's not very feminine to cry. I struggle coming across feminine enough, to be honest. I think it's the facial hair. No one takes me seriously as a woman. Where am I? Okay, I'm not far. I think that... No, again, why would I waste my time with these metal nodes here now? I mean, there's no advantage to not crossing now. The worst case scenario that I was worried about with Fiomi attracting Asako onto the boat, it was exactly what happened, so... there's really... I mean, how much worse could it get? The lead Zicthus is waiting just over here. There's a long shallow, and the lead Zicthus is going to be waiting for me somewhere in between here and that island that we're heading to over there. This remote island, you may be aware, doesn't have any carnivores naturally living on it. Naturally, I mean, you know, game designer, natural as that gets. So it's actually a fantastic place. Now what have we got over there? We got a shark directly underneath me, so that makes going down there to scout difficult. We're just gonna balls out. Here we go. Across the depths. There's some jellies. They're not gonna come and attack my boat. Oh, that sounds like shit. Oh shit. I don't know if you saw that. I definitely heard it. I don't think it is time to turn around and look at it. No, he's on me. Oh, he got me. There he is. Leads at this. So, Murphy's Law strikes again. But in a sort of a positive way, because we didn't really get too fucked up. And this is the location to set up, so we made it. You'll never catch lead Zicthus in here. Alright, we have set into what I would quite happily call a permanent base of operations here. Let's whack that fireplace down. Did I have issues with the fireplace being here? No, it was with the bed being on top of the thing. Yeah. No, you can be right there. That's not a problem. Okay. Good. So, yes, we lost all the meat. Yes, we're going to have to do a bit more taming. But look, we got a stego. That's easily going to be the best Gary. A better Peter Pep. I'll have more berries in no time. But that's not the first priority. The first priority is to figure out the fucking key binding. There we go. I think I wanted 14 metal. There we go. So that's why I came here. You know, I mean, yeah. That's why I came here. So we got our 14 metal. I'm gonna need to whack that into this. And I should probably have a look at what kind of repairings, what are the reparations, required reparations. So the barge mahal, insufficient resources, we're going to need stuff. Well, what did I need to make it? I needed hide and fibre and wood. So we've got hide and we've got fibre and we've got wood. Can I now repair my barge mahal? Yes, I can. Good. Can I also repair... No, I need some flint. I have flint. Here we go. Alright, we on the repairing mission. Get out of here. There we go. Now, insufficient stone. But that's not going to help. But this will, if I can reach. Storage box, what do I need for that? Fibre. Thatch. Okay, I'll just repair that. There we go. Can I repair that? That doesn't even need repairing. And now, the refining forge. No, that's the large storage box again. Oh, the smithy. Oh, well, I'm not repairing that in a hurry. But we're gonna need to, we're going to need to drop some of that stone, so I can just take a couple of steps over here and repair this. There we go. And does that need repairing? No. Okay, we're all repaired up. That didn't take much. So I'll pop that back in there, and this can now go in there, but it can't really, and there we go. And then this, and then of course that, and this, and this. Any double ups? Hard to see, because I've got the thing over the top of it. I'm pretty sure no. There we go. Next. This goes in here. Yada yada yada. Oh wow, so now I don't have anyone. Oh, I miss Fiomi already. I miss Fiomi. I'm hoping for a power cut so that Fiomi can magically respawn. That's not true, but if there were a power cut, you know, Fiomi might magically respawn, so hit F in the chat for a respawn for Fiomi or something. I don't know. I don't know how you do that stuff. Who am I kidding? What I do know is that I've got the metal that we're going to need for the projects that I'm working on. I wonder if I'm... No, it won't be anywhere near. I think that's like a 50 or something. That's one of the last ones that you get. What? It sounds like it's just this guy. Okay. So I'm going to want one of these, probably. They make for never needing to worry about my stone sitch. See, I can just park one up there and do the old metal run, stone run. I probably will do that. But I don't think taming those things is super realistic until I've got a veggie farm going. I know that seems like shifting the goalposts a little bit, but it sort of is. It sort of is, but there's always a new goalpost. Alright, that's just... It's just the way of the world. Now, are we going to start taking it a bit seriously and hunting our hide? I probably should. I probably should. So the trick to hunting hide on Herbie Island is to pick your fights. If I try for a parasaur, he'll run into the water and drown. If I try for a trike, he'll run up to me and kill me. And so the stego is the way to go. and they are difficult to kite. They will fall off here, and then they can't get back up again. They've just got a pretty good at getting you when you're trying to turn around on them and get past. Maybe pteranodons are going to be my best source of hide. For now, let's just use the hide I've got. And let's see if we can get some jellies, because that's what the goal is. It's all about the jellies. We don't actually need that fire on anymore, do we? No. So if I whack that in there we go. Oh, that sounds like... Did you just land right on top of me? You did. Okay, look. The thing is with these pteranodons landing like that is they just make me want to... Yeah, that's what they make me want to do. Yep. Now, he's level 32. I could definitely use a flyer. I'll tell you what. If I can kill this megalodon, no, because he'll swim away. I remember the last time I tried to pick a fight with a megalodon. Okay, so let's see if I can just tame. I mean, not tame, but trank. Here we go. These must be down. Yeah, brilliant. So he's not running anywhere. He is my meat source. And he's obviously going to give me some hide as well. Fantastic. There we go. So he's replaced the hide we used. There we go. Where's that pteranodon? Don't tell me it's flown away already. No. Here we are. So, here's some meat. Eat the meat. And how's your unconsciousness? It's not good. You do eat meat, don't you? They used to eat meat. Do I have to catch fish? I think I might have to catch fish. I'm not going to fuck around, I'm just going to... Well, I am. This is fucking around, isn't it? I'm going to get underwater, look for a fish. Where's a fish? Do we see any fish? Just that shark. Great. This is bad news. Well, is it really? Let's face it, I don't even really want a pteranodon. They're not fantastic mounts. That's not going to give me fish meat. That is. Is it? No, that's just a rock. Ah, that will. No, okay, we got some fish. You're a fish. Now, would you mind filling out this quick survey? There we go. We're going to need more meat than that, though. Will you also fill out? There we are. Hey, there we are. Now, I'm going to have to go back. Maybe Narco's, oh no, Stamina's a bitch. Did I mention that? No, I'm not going to swim across because that didn't seem like the fastest way to go. But as I approach, you watch as my pteranodon flies away with all of the effort that I've put into it so far. Which is not much, I'll admit. I wonder if it's eaten any of that meat. They used to eat normal meat. Oh, they did. He did. He's not eating it fast enough. Might prefer the raw meat, the raw fish meat. It's okay though, because I've got plenty of narcotics. No, I haven't. I've got none. Well, that took a quick turn. Brilliant. Well, let's dump the stuff I found. Let's see what we can do. So the hide is replaced. The Fiumia saddle, that's not going to be of any use to anyone. I'm going to want that pike right there, and I'm going to want that crossbow right there, and we're going to totally dump out the bow and arrow. Oh, let's put it in the survivor crate over here. There we go. This is just in case any of that stuff becomes useful at any point. Oh, I should rename that bed so that... Oh, but I suppose it's not going to be... Oh, look at this guy. He's actually really... Oh, I know why. I'm used to these being very easy tame because of the thingamy and stuff. But what's going to actually have to happen is... Well, actually, no, I'm not going to have to club him because I've got plenty of time. Let's not be silly. I'll run around like mad. I'll collect some narco berries. I may even have enough to make some actual narcotics. We'll keep this guy down. We'll tame him out, I think. And that way we'll have free movement between the island and the Herbie Island. So that'll make things a lot easier. We won't have to take the boat out over the top of Leedsichthus every time, because I can kill it, but I mean they just respawn. The ocean's full of them. They're not going anywhere. They're just big fish, and they'll kill you every time. So they sort of made boat travel a little bit prohibitive, but what are you gonna do? You know, there you go. Is that gonna help a little bit? It's gonna help a little bit. Now I'll dump the stuff. The stuff that I didn't need. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, I really miss Fiomi. Maybe I should tame something else. Something vegetarian to replace Fiomi. If you can't replace Fiomi, just because it had the most stupid and least creative name out of all of the dinosaurs I've ever had in this entire experience on the ARK. And not just this experience, but all of my ARK experiences added up. Just because of that. It doesn't mean that he wasn't a good tame, a good mount, a good pet. He held his own against the gorilla cows. In a big way as well. He survived some fights that I did not expect that he would survive. I'm impressed. Long story short, and I miss the guy. I'm gonna always look back on our good times, Fiomi. And when I watch this video over, I'm gonna have a moment of silence. Moment of silence for Fiomi. Not now though, because obviously there would be dead space, and we don't want dead space in the middle of a video. I'm trying to keep the commentary running. It's apparently what helps make these. I guess it leads me into these situations, doesn't it? Where I put my foot in my mouth, and that's probably the funniest parts of these videos. So, gonna keep that dialogue blasting at you 24/7. That's why I only managed to do, 1-2 hour streams. I don't know how streamers manage to just sit there all day streaming. It's a fuck of a hard thing to do, to just keep coming up with crap to say. Here I am already resorting to talking about how difficult it is to talk. Amateur hour. And it has been coming up to, well, not 50 minutes now, so we're coming up to the end of amateur hour. We'll be on the journeyman's. Oh, what's a measurement of time that starts with J, guys? Talks to the chat as if someone's in there. Silence. Perfect. Thanks for that. I found that really helpful. Leave something in the comments if you think it's weird when I talk to the chat and there's no one there. I think it's weird, so I wouldn't be surprised if you also thought it was weird. I just do what I see other people do, you see. It's I'm a mimic, I'm a chameleon. It's a very sign of a very damaged individual, I believe. That's what I want to believe. Speaking of damaged, I feel as though I may have damaged my chances of taming this guy by not having pre-made my narcotics like I did say that I should have done. And I probably should have tamed something that was going to gather berries as my first tame, because I can see already I'm going to need to use that club. And as okay, we'll just put everything in there for now. I suppose there we go, that and this and this and this and that. Now that fibre can go in here with the rest of the fibre, except for that, which doesn't belong there anymore. It now belongs back here, but it doesn't because this is here. Inventory management is why my pteranodon is going to get up. Oh! Quicksand. That's actually what killed out a lot of the trikes. They were notoriously shit at navigating quicksand. In fact, they have such a high density compared to sand that they actually sink into sand that no other dinosaurs sink into. Yeah. It's just a fun fact about Triceratops. The sand isn't displaced either, which is a really fun physical anomaly. It's because the Triceratops actually, rather than displacing the sand, it displaces its internal organs, and there's a small cavity near its cloaca where the sand actually is sort of, there's a vacuum created on the inside of the Triceratops as it approaches sand. It can sense it, it can smell it. They've got an instinctive gut response, which creates this vacuum and draws sand inside the butt cloaca of the trike, and that that in turn gives them the ability to sink into the sand without displacing it. So you learn it here, guys. It's science on the ARK. It's different to the real world, different to the world that you know, but it's just as real, isn't it, as anything else? Isn't it? I don't know, but it's tame, eh? This tame's going great. We got more stuff to deposit. We constantly got berries. We're going to end up with too many berries, I can tell you right now. But that's not going to be a problem either for anyone, because once we've got enough berries, we'll be able to start cooking up some dyes. We'll be able to start taming a bunch more herbivores, which is definitely on the cards. We're going to need probably one of these brontos, I think. I mean, if we want to really seriously harvest all the narcos all at once without any sort of fucking around, that's how we're going to have to do it. And ideally, I'm pretty sure that you can't just find one on here. I think what I'm going to have to do is go and tame a Doedicurus outside of this island and then come back with it, which is not going to be something that happens on this particular playthrough, obviously. I think I may, given the speed that that Pteranodon is taming up, I may find that it's time to call it at that, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to call it now, that's for sure. See, now look, this guy, he's sitting over here, he's actually going to attract sharks. And I don't like sharks on my island. Oh hey, what am I doing? A real mercy kill is done with a pike, isn't it? Right in the eye. Can I? No. But... oh no, don't swim away. There we go. You dead. We won't have you attracting any predators or scavengers or anything. Unless you count me. Top predator scavenger on the island. Wow, okay, no, maybe not the top predator, but definitely the top scavenger at the moment, I think. Or would I even not be able to hold that title? I don't know. I mean, I've actually come across some pretty tough herbivores. They probably scavenge better than I do. It's okay. It's still early days. I don't even know. Oh no, my gauge for time has gone. Fiomi, you're so much more than just a mount. I'm gonna have to find out what day it is the old-fashioned way by looking. It's day 12, so I've been on the island 12 days. And what I think that's actually translates into real world. Like, how fast does the time go? So minutes go 1, 2, 3 seconds per minute on the island. So anyone who wants to figure the maths out for me, do that. I can't be bothered. We all know it works out to faster than normal days, so it's not 12 days, it's 12 divided by 3 days, which is what, 4 days? 4 solid days? Is that right? Yes, it's a certain amount of playtime, isn't it? Oh no, of course, I've got to divide that by 60 as well. God, I'm such an amateur. Give me some maths, guys. Do some maths. I think that's probably, I don't know if I even picked up any narco berries, but I've got lots of stuff. We've got to do the dump and run. Taming level is going up, so we are doing this. He is not interested in the fish meat, he's going for the raw meat, so that's interesting. Taming effectiveness was not super effective, but it's good. It's pretty good. So, oh yeah, we can probably repair that now. I think that would be a fair thing to do. What else are we gonna need? Stone and hide. Well, I happen to have both of those things here, so we'll get them from here. Do I? Yes. There we go. I'll just quickly repair that. And that's our entire boat base back to fully operational. I'm afraid your friends will find that my boat base is fully operational. And oh wow, look at all that extra fiber we. If anyone has an issue with fiber, I think this is dietary fiber. It definitely looks kind of like you could make some good old wheat bix out of it. It wouldn't necessarily be the nicest food, but this is a survival thing. It's not really a gourmet cooking show. I don't think I've even come up with a single recipe But I think the recipes are kind of boring anyway, you know, like berry, water. I think a lot of them consist of that. Berry, water. I mean, that's not to say that berry water is a bad thing. I like berry soup. I once painted my entire fleet of dinosaurs with berry soup. So it's not to be downplayed. Oh, this guy, is he dying? No. He's just... Is that his colouring? Or did my arrows hurt him a lot more than I thought? So I can't possibly feed him enough narcotics to keep him alive, to keep him asleep. Not using this method. I would love to just come across a jellyfish. I'm just going to pop my head underwater there. No. That's not to be. What if I popped around the other side of the island? I mean, I have got this bow, this crossbow, so I could theoretically, if I were to find one, tracked it over. I think they're quite slow on the approach, but I could probably make it work. And it might save me doing all this narcotic dash, but at the same time, I have to make it back in time to give him some more feedings, since it would have all been better, obviously, had I prepared it with a little bit of forethought. But forethought is not my strong suit. Says the guy who took 2 days to decide what he was going to do next. Was it 2 days? I don't even know. I don't pay any attention. Maybe it was Thursday. Alright, well, I haven't been paying attention, as I said, to which berries I've got, but I'm hoping that there's some narcos in that bunch. Because I've also managed to get some stone, and I don't want stone, so... The taming's going quite well, but it's also not going that well. It's just a mixed bag, isn't it? There we go, that's the thing. Well, I'm glad looking for that fish meat didn't stop everything in its tracks, because it was a totally fruitless mission there. And of course I saw that. There we go. Nothing gets past me except for most of the inventory management. Now, how long have we had this guy down? It's hard to say. I mean, I was at a 15-minute point at some stage, wasn't I? And now we're at a... So it's been 13 minutes, basically. 13 minutes since then. It's not a big deal. We're not showing any major signs of coming to. Oh, these plants have all respawned, which is nice. It saves me going on that massive walk again. So this is lovely. Oh, did I mention I like setting up on Herbie Island? I do. I don't even know. Maybe there's explorer notes on the top as well. There weren't when I first played through it. But since then, I mean, I've played a bit of Scorched Earth. I played a tiny bit, but the base had already been established, very well established, in fact. And there were areas of the base I couldn't get to because I was in the I was a new tribe member when I played online. So I will have to scour the island. I'm thinking though what we'll do is we'll figure out how many steps we need to take to get this guy a saddle sorted. I suppose I could do that. Oh! Yeah, well, you gotta do a taste test every now and then. Alright, well he's got... Oh, he's only got about 3 more bites to go, I think. Okay, I'll go over here, we'll collect a few more berries, and then we'll have a look and see if we can't figure out what the blueprint is, what the engram is for the Pteranodon saddle. Because once we're airborne, we are going to be so much better off, I think, guys. So much better off. We'll have these explorer notes done in no time. We can even take some of the flyers into the caves, although it's not really recommended, not something I would want to do straight off the bat. I don't really want to go into the caves until I've got a ghillie suit, because I like ghillie suits, and I want to tame a bat. Or 8. I think having a horde of bats is what it's all about when you're in a cave, really. 72%. Now, I think we're about to... I don't feel as though we're going to require any further narcoting, so I'm going to not. And I'm going to instead go into the engram thing and go here and type Pater 38. Okay, so this guy is totally base defense for a while. Could have looked into that before I started the tame. So we've got 13 levels to go. That's actually going to be a wee bit of a grind away. But they do make for excellent defense, as I say. They attack relentlessly. What I'll do, this particular guy is because he's not a super high level, but he's also not that low. We'll give him a lot of attack speed, attack damage. I'm not running that mod that allows me to upgrade the movement speed. We're doing vanilla, so I think we might be stuck with a locked movement speed. I vaguely remember that they did that at some stage to nerf because people were getting stupid fast with the Pteranodons in particular, and there were RGs as well that were getting to the speed where you know, it was just a little bit ludicrous. Just a little bit. 80%. I think it's only going to be... So that was 8. So it's going to be 3 more bites he's going to need to take. And I don't need to continue to pick these berries, but I'm gonna do it. Actually, you know what, I'll probably need some more metal soon for some sort of upcoming build project. Let's finish off that metal node. I'll do it with this special tool that I won't. Oh, there we are. I'll do it with a new pickaxe. Oh, I got a level. 12 levels to go before I can fly my bloody bird. Wow, I got so much metal doing that. It's incredible. So, the fortitude is now on 10. I want it at least at 20, but I think we're gonna probably want to take it to 30 or 40 actually, because again, if I haven't mentioned, I want to be able to wear either the hide or the ghillie suit, depending on whether it's cold or hot. I don't want to be fucking around with all these different seasonal outfits. You know, I'm not Heidi Klum. I'm just some dude, and so, you know, just that's how we roll. So we're nearly tamed. We're nearly tamed, and we're coming up to that hour and hour and 10-minute mark in 4 seconds. If you want to count down, it's probably really fun. I learned to count recently, and I like to count backwards. It just really ups the challenge level, I find. So if you like to count and you like a challenge, do count down. Now obviously you'll be counting down from a different number now, not 4, because if you've counted down from 4 already, you probably would have made it to 0 by now, and then I'm not sure if you know where to go from there. I get confused. I think that it gets into some sort of symbolism. I don't really know. I mean, I'm no expert on anything. I'm certainly not one to ask. Now, that metal, I want that metal to go here. There we go. So now we're going to have another 9 ingots, which is going to be bringing us to 10 ingots total. And with that, I believe we'll be a lot happier into the future. Now, get off here, you're asking to be tamed? Is that what's going on? We can tame you if you'd like. There we go, look at that. We craft all 1 narcotic there, and we'll consider that a great success. Managed to craft some narcotics while taming. So this, when that goes up another 8, 8.1 by the looks of it. That's not going to. It's not going to take it up to 100. That's fine though. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go up another 5 levels to get my fortitude to the level that I'm gonna sort of leave it. I think we definitely need to get the carry weight up soon, because there's gonna be inventory management that requires such a thing. But for now, you know, you always make do early days with movement speed, because as you've seen, it's actually saved my ass quite a few times, especially when you're swimming. You need that high movement speed so that you can swim. Oh, is this gold? Oh, I'm a tool. Why did I even come up here? 45. I think gold is like this. Oh no, gold is before purple, so anyway. I don't know why I'm bothering with these crates. This is a long story. Once it's shortened, the shortened version of the long story. 1 more bite. 1 more bite, and we'll have tamed this character, and he'll be a reasonable level. I say he. I just presume, you know, because these things are beasts. Yeah, well, it is a he, so there you go. All beasts are males, generally speaking. All males are beasts. That's a definite rule of thumb. It's fine though. So why would you want to be anything else? Speaking of beasts, what's that over there? You see that over there? It doesn't look like something I've come across before. And I'm thinking, I vaguely remember something about actual sheep. And if there's actual sheep, I think that I can get some sort of resource from them. I've never seen an actual sheep, and not a what? The factual ARK. Okay, so we've got a new tame goal. There's only one of these on every ARK. Here it is. How do you tame it? I'm gonna have to do some Google searching. I'm gonna rage quit. Well, it's a different thing to a rage quit, isn't it? I'm a little bit excited, guys. I'm a little bit excited. I might have to just change my pants because we just found a unicorn. I'm not even fucking kidding. That's a unicorn. That's crazy. That's ridiculously unlikely. I want to point out one more time. Oh. You interrupted me. There we are. So, as if I push this, yeah, okay, I can. So, as you can see here on the map, this is the this is the island we were on before at the beginning. So that was quite big, but it wasn't that big. We traversed it. This is the island I'm on now. This is the whole area, and there's one fucking unicorn. Okay, just keep that in mind. One fucking unicorn. Now I'm not even kidding. I'm fucking rage quitting. So if you want to see me have a go at that unicorn tomorrow, or maybe even later, probably not later, probably tomorrow, then you're gonna have to hit that subscribe button and smash that bell notification, because once you've done those two things, you're gonna get a notification every time I start a stream up. And that, my friends, will be really cool. You'll be there to see the unicorn, and hopefully we'll tame it together. Hopefully it doesn't cost me too much. Hopefully it's not very territorial or aggressive. I don't know. I'm gonna do some research. Sleep well, my friends. hungry as well, kitty? You can have a bit more if you want. Yep. Come on then. Look at this. I'm both impressed by the quality of this container and by Mukal's tenacity. But look at this. She's not gonna be getting through. She's getting holes clean through all there. And she's fitting through there. See? Yeah, these are tough and Mukal's tough. I reckon she's gonna figure out how to open them. She's too smart for her own good. She's definitely too smart for my good.